Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's time for Taroscopes. We're going to be doing the Taroscope for the sign of Pisces. That's Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising for the month of April 2024. Now, I have been since January doing a pretty extensive look at the astrology of each sign that I've included with the Taroscopes. Because I have suddenly became a little bit more famous and busy with readings, my time is limited. And so I want to get the Taroscope out. I'm going to be doing the tarot reading for Pisces right now. The astrology, however, will be in a separate video, and it will be a video for the astrology of the month with some uh, with a sense of the signs as well, but they'll be all together. And I will timestamp that, so if you just want to go to Pisces in that, you can. So I'm going to be using the Tarot of Transformation today. It's it's an oldie but a goodie deck for me. It's always been very a wonderful deck. And I feel like in this time of great upheaval and transformation and change that the Tarot of Transformation is a good one for Pisces. Now, of course, as we enter this month, we have a Mercury retrograde starting the month, which for Pisces isn't always a deal because Pisces generally is almost like having a Mercury retrograde. Anyway, so you kind of, Mercury retrograde requires us to sort of move through things through our filters. And Pisces is all about filters, right? Um, or sometimes lack thereof, or the dissolution of filters so that we can experience the oneness. We also have an eclipse in Aries, which for Pisces is that second house. And so new opportunities to start something new around your resources, perhaps. It is an eclipse, though. And so there can be things that are unforeseen. Eclipses bring a lot of unforeseen energies and require us to evolve pretty quickly. And so we'll see what that means as we move through the month. Your ruling sign of Neptune is still in Pisces, and in March it made some conjunctions to the planet. It's going to be making let's see, has that happened this? I believe Mars is in Pisces. I think the conjunction of or the with Mars moving into Pisces. Actually, that might happen in April. Well, soon, either March or April, the end of March, beginning of April. And so Mars in Pisces is the spiritual warrior, the spiritual warrior. All right, let's see what's going on. So we start with the Server of Cups. This is called Tending to Emotional Needs. Now, this could be you attending to your emotional needs or you attending to somebody else's emotional needs. I'm not sure which one it is yet. And we have crossing that the tower. So there has been an illumination around attending to emotional needs. A shock, something happening where you wake up to a reality that you were previously asleep to. We'll say Kali is shattering the structures, And let's see if I can give this to you. I realize what just happened. This is like the Pisces thing here, right? So just so you know, that was Pisces. That's what living with Pisces in your chart is like. It's like things are clear as a bell, and then suddenly they're not. What just happened? Pisces happened. And I have my moon in Pisces, so I can tell you. So there's an illumination around either your ability to have your emotional needs met, or that you're doing all the work in that for other people. Let's see what's at the root of this awakening. Yeah, too many balls in the air, Pisces. How much can you really do? And can you do well, right? How can you do it? All right. So there's some maybe too many balls in the air at this time. Maybe that's what the realization is about. You have been in the past connected to the oneness of all things. This is a beautiful card. It's the Ace of Cups. Um, and so you've had that sense of being connected to all things in the past. In the sky, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is called integrated work. This is about finding that which brings you the most satisfaction. What do you love to do? And do that work. So that's what's in the sky. You're doing what you love and loving what you do. In the immediate future, we get the rainbow bridge here. This is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords in other decks is kind of difficult energy, right? You people are lying and cheating, and you're seeing it, and getting down to the boss. Something stinks in Denmark, kind of energy. But in this deck, it's not about that. This deck is about opening up to your chakras to become a rainbow warrior. And what is a rainbow warrior? Remember, Mars is in Pisces in April, and in charge of both the North and the South Node for a time. Um, well, Mars is in charge of the North Node for the whole month in Pisces, but Pisces, the energy of Pisces, is also connected to the South Node um, until Venus moves into Aries, which happens in April. But at the beginning, both the North Node and the South Node are Pisces ruled, and so you have influence on both ends in the front end of it, which is the one that's going to continue to move and be the direction of our destiny, the direction of our evolution, is one of Mars in Pisces, which is about the spiritual warrior. It's about taking on the mantle of light. It's also about leading with compassion and love and helping those who need help, right? And then the South Node, at least at the beginning, with it being connected to Pisces, is about letting go of those relationships that drain you, that keep you from your mission. Okay. Um, how it's seen from the outside, the light of introspection. This is the Crone card or the Hermit card in other decks. You're seen as wise. You're seen as wise and compassionate, but mostly wise. Compassionate too, but mostly wise. Oops, excuse me. Your domestic situation. There's some, this is releasing, it's the Five of Discs. It's releasing some sexual energy. So it looks like you could have some romance or some energy around, it could be even just body work where that body work helps to release things. So I would say this is a good month for you to do things like massage, get a massage, not give a massage. I mean, if you give massages, that's fine, but make sure you're getting it too, because it's about your emotional needs as well. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in the body, and Pisces, that can happen with Pisces because you're so absorbent as an energy. You absorb everything, and there's a lot of pain out there, and there's a lot of changes in vibration, and even in your own self. As you change vibration, you're going to feel aches and pains and things. Simply, it's energy coming out. It's energy that's been stuck. That's um, uh, movement. Let's just say movement is important for you this month, so make sure you're taking your walks. Make sure if you can't, if it's like today and it's cold and windy and you don't want to be out there, dance around in your kitchen. Put on some good shoes. Don't hurt yourself, and do some dancing. Start moving. Do some yoga. Do whatever it is that you need to do to unstick. And then also a little sex might be good if you have the option for that. Also, body work. I think body work is important for you. You got to release some things that you've been holding on to. Hopes and fears is the structure of the journey. This is about trying to figure out your next steps. Can you do it? Yeah, of course you can, but you can't do it unless you deal with the body issues. So let's deal with those body issues. We have the Nine of Cups here in this deck, and the money decks. It's sort of like, oh, the Nine of Cups. It's the wish card. Well, not in this deck. This is about ignoring some emotional issues that you need to get to the bottom of. So don't ignore the emotional issues you need to get to the bottom of. You are strong enough and balanced enough to do it. So if you're worried about that, don't you worry. And I think the body work is going to help. I think a lot of the emotional stuff that you're holding on to is being held in your body. And so it is time to attend to that for yourself, because everything is connected. Everything is connected. And love is everywhere. 10 of Cups, the flow of love. And that's a Pisces card, by the way. And you have, I've got the power, boop, 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 boop. You have the power to create your own life, to create your own reality. We all have that power, actually. But oftentimes when you're such a helper and always helping others and aiding people and doing the healing and all the stuff that you Pisces does, because they feel like it needs to be done, and they love helping people. They really do. They love a sense of charity. Those things make the Pisces heart grow. However, if you're not tending to your own garden and you're not taking care of yourself, especially your body and your body's needs, then you can have an issue. You can have a big issue. So it's important that you understand that you can get everything done, but you have to start with yourself. And I think perhaps that's what attending to emotional needs means. You need to attend to your emotional needs. You need to make sure you're getting the care that you need. Put down some of the balls and get the care that you need, because there's only one of you. All right. Have yourself a wonderful month. Like and subscribe if you will. If you would like a reading with me, there are links below for that. I do combination astrology, numerology, and Kabbalah readings. They're very unique. If it's your first time and you can see yourself to do the 90-minute reading, I would suggest that. Most people wish they had more time in that first reading, but if you can only do an hour, then that's sufficient for what you need to know. It's a lot of, it's very intense at times, but also uh, a little funny at times, and certainly enlightening. So if you want to do that, if you'd like to be a patron, there's a link below for that. You can help me get more of my work out there in that way. Um, if you would like a reading, there's a link for that. Did I say that? I did say that. And a thumbs up or a like or a share is always appreciated. So thank you again for joining me for the Taroscopes this month. It's been a real pleasure, even though I've had to sort of sneak them in. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again next month for the Taroscopes for May, when I'm hoping the yard is a lot greener and perhaps the wind is a little less. Well, it'll be less cold, but it may not be less strong. We'll see. We'll see. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful month. Namaste.